Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hi everyone, host Damian Anderson from Future Educators Talk. If you have a question, concerns about Future Educators Talk, stories to share, feedback to make Future Educators Talk better, reactions to the topics the co-hosts discuss, jokes to tell, or someone you would like for the co-host to interview, please send them in to the co-hosts by direct messaging them on Instagram at Future Educators Talk, emailing them at futureeducatorstalk@gmail.com, or sending in a voice message at anchor.fm/futureedtalk and click on the message tab to where you can record your questions into them. Thanks for supporting Future Educators Talk.
Hello, everyone. This is me, Andrew Frett, here, co-host of Future Educators Talk. On today, as you can see, Damian Anderson is not here today, but don't you worry, he will be back for the season 4 premiere. So today is episode 4 of the preseason special edition. Today I'm going to be talking about something that happened in my hometown, North Carolina. I'm going to be talking about my governor announced schools reopen plan for this school year, for the 2020-2021 school year. So I'm going to be talking about that. Let's just hop right into this because I think it needs. I feel like educators right now are kind of frustrated right now in North Carolina. So in a tweet he posted back in July, he tweeted out saying this: today we like, and I quote, "Today we like to give you an update on discussions about reopening public schools for the 2020-2021 school year. In early June, we released a Strong Schools NC Public Health Kit that laid out essential health practices for schools to reopen safely. Schools were asked to prepare 3 plans. The first plan is in-person learning with key health and safety issues in place. The second plan is the same as the first plan, but with fewer children in the classroom at one time. And the third plan is remote learning for all students." So as of right now, as it stands, many school districts right now in my state are leaning towards Plan C, which is all remote learning, but only for the first 9 weeks, which typically ends in October. And then from there, they will see if either go to Plan B or stay at Plan C. Also, many school districts are launching Virtual Academy, which is a lot different from Plan C. What I do know is that Wake County, Durham County, and Franklin County are the 3 major counties that launch kind of like a virtual academy for the students that are like not comfortable with Plan C. So moving forward with this tweet, he says, district and school administrators are still working on ways to implement those plans, and we ask them to keep using this time to work with teachers, staff, parents, and public health officials to make sure that our schools are open in the safest possible way. I'm pretty sure that many teachers right now are pretty scared for their life right now. Not only they are worried about their safety, but they are also worried about the students' safety as well, in case schools does go back to Plan A. Um, I'm pretty sure every teacher out there is kind of like scared right now. Um, he said in a tweet also, uh, they want our schools to be in-person instruction in August. The classroom is the best place for children to learn, which I agree. Coming from a high school graduate, I agree. Um, School is where children learn academics, but it's also where they build the social skills, get reality meals, stay physical fit, and really become tomorrow's leaders. Um, they're not issuing, again, this is back in July, a statewide directive today on how schools should be open in the fall. Of course, they want our students back in the classroom, and they want to make sure they want to get it right. Um, of course, classroom doors is the major concern. It's because everybody is touching the doors every day. Um, so I feel like they should have someone kind of like sanitizing each door, um, like regularly. Um, you know, so again, so I don't know how this will work for the school year, for the 2021-20 for the school year. Um, again, a lot of schools are moving towards that Plan C, which is all remote learning, but only for uh, just only for the first 9 weeks. And my question is, how is this going to work with the bus drivers in case they do move to Plan B? How's that going to work? Because I know you can't fit 3 students in a seat. Um, it's just no possible way, especially with uh, middle schoolers and high schoolers. You can't fit 3 in a seat. Um, I think I've heard 1 per seat. I'm not really sure. I have to get confirmation from that. Also, school classrooms as well. How's that going to work? Just imagine 22 or 20 to 22 students just in one classroom. So will the desks be spread out 6 feet? Like, how is that going to work? How's that going to work? So those are the questions that I'm I'm thinking of the school year. How's that going to work? In case they go back to Plan B. So I think many schools across the country right now are leaning towards that Plan C, which is all remote learning. So hopefully, once uh, once this pandemic ends, I'm hopeful that everything will go back to normal, back to where it was prior to that burst of 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 2020. Because right now 2020 is just, I mean, we're in our 6th month of this pandemic, which really came out of nowhere, if you really think about it, because the first 3 months, really, January and February was kind of like, okay, well, actually, the first 2 months was really where it was just smooth sailing. everything was normal. We don't have to worry. That's when we really reach, oh, there's a pandemic in China, et cetera, et cetera. So we wasn't really worried about it until towards March. That's when March really took effect of this quarantine, this safe at home order, phase 1, phase 2, and now here we are in our 6th month of quarantine, and right now stuff is being lifted up easily. Right now here in North Carolina, we are still in phase 2, with bars still closed. From what I've heard, that restaurants / bars can't sell alcohol after 11 o'clock. So those are the ways really during this quarantine. Of course, 3 simple things that we keep on telling y'all each and every episode: to wash your hands, to maintain 6 feet, to wear a mask. To wear a mask. Really. Those are the 3 simple things that you can do to flatten the curve. Because it's real. It's not a game. It's real. You have to take this seriously. Because I know for me, I wasn't really worried about it in the beginning, but when it starts to get real, when it hits my state, really, is when it starts to get real. So it's unbelievable how we have so many deaths in the United States because people are not doing the 3 simple things that the CDC recommends. It's just mind-blowing. It really is. It really is. So moving forward, I want to talk about a little bit about what's going on for season 4. So season 4, in case you have not even noticed, it's going to be huge, really huge, with our brand new co-host, Mr. KJ Johnson II, because it's here. So make sure you tune in on Thursday, August 6th. It is going to be huge. I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. Also on that day, you're going to hear 2 big announcements as well. Because let me tell you, it's really going to be huge for those seasons. You're going to be excited as well. It's going to be a blast. I will say that. This season will be more topics than ever before. Let me tell you, we try to warn y'all the beginning of basically since the beginning of this special edition. That's why we created this preseason special edition, to get y'all prepared for the topics that we are going to be talking about in season 4. And let me tell you, it's going to be just like season 3, except we're going to have more topics. So just be prepared. Just be prepared for that. Like I said, I'm doing this podcast part-time, so that means in some episodes I'll be here, some episodes I won't. because again, I keep on saying this every time. I work, but I feel like I need time to kind of like recharge, reset. There are times where I need to take a step back because, you know, I need to recharge. So hopefully, um, that's why I'm doing doing this podcast part time, so that I could recharge and re-energize from work and stuff like that. Um, so that is it. That is all I have to say onto this morning. That's all I have to say. Like I said, you will see Damian in the season 4 premiere of Future Educators Talk, and then you will see our new co-host in the second episode of the season 4. So a lot is going on. So in the next, so for the, make sure you stay tuned next week. Well, not next week. Well, tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the premiere, for the season finale of education. For the Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the series, well, special season of this, the finale, if I can talk on today, for the finale of special edition, the preseason special edition, which is Education Secretary Betsy, Miss Betsy, urges schools to reopen, and I will show you a video of that, because for one, they don't know what's they're. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna wait until that episode as well, because that probably will go on around. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that episode, for the finale, to get you prepared for season 4, Thursday, August 6th, which premieres Thursday, August 6th. Mark the calendars if you haven't already. Please do so. So without further ado, I am your co-host, Andrew Frett. Make sure you follow Future Educators Talk on all of our social medias. On Twitter at Future EDU Talk, on Instagram at Future Educators Talk. Make sure you like our Facebook page at Future Educators Talk. And make sure you subscribe to Future Educators Talk and tap that bell so that you'll be notified when brand new episodes comes out. Because so that you won't be missing out. So also, you can follow me, Andrew Frett here, on Twitter at Darren, DAREN_Frett, and on Instagram at it's Andrew Frett. So those are the 2 social medias that I will be on, as well as Future Educators Talk. So we have a whole lot of projects in the works, which we will talk about, which we already talked about in the promo. So if you have not already watched the promo, make sure you go check it out. And this glare is trying to get rid of a glare here. But make sure you go check it out of the promo to see what to expect for season 4. And let me tell you, again, I'm gonna say this over and over, season 4 is going to be huge. especially the premiere, because there is a big announcement, actually two big announcements, and you don't want to miss it. So without further ado, I am Andrew Frett, and I will see you tomorrow for the finale of this preseason special edition. Yes. Until next time, make sure you maintain 6 feet, wear a mask, and wash your hands and wear a mask during this time. And don't forget, we are all on this together. Please make sure you do all those 3 things and make sure you flatten the curve. Until next time, I will see y'all tomorrow for the finale.
Don't just listen to Future Educators Talk on your smartphone. Continue the conversation online. Like us on Facebook. Be a part of the conversation by telling us what you think. Join us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content. And follow along on Twitter to stay up to date with what's happening on our podcast and beyond. It's you who keeps Future Educators Talk going. So like, comment, share, and connect everywhere with us. You get social. Let's listen.